Welcome to the Upper Echelon Podcast. I'm your host, Ride That Guy. Sitting here with the sharpest in the city. You know I got two-tone bone with me always. Little shirt over here. Got the captain of the team over here, but I got the big homie CJ right now. It's just one day you'll see him in a crop top. Who knows, man, at this rate, bro.
Hey, yo. Now, see, he's going too far.
It's getting to my head, man. Them likes, comments, and subscribes are getting to my head. We appreciate y'all on this podcast, but don't never forget that, man. But man, let's jump into it a little bit, man. We got to get to it's something to do with the NIL though. I know that for sure. They paying recruiting fees to these students now. Explain the whole demo, bro, because it don't make a lot of sense. The people was getting scrutinized for this.
So like back in the day, you know what I'm saying, when it was something like, hey, Tone, you the #1 player in the country. We want you to come check out our campus, you know, really interested in you. They gonna take care of the flight and the, you know what I'm saying, accommodations and whatnot, but that's about it. Now, they saying, hey Tone, we wanna, you know, you're the hottest guy in the nation. You know, we want you to come to the University of Nebraska. Tone's like, oh no, I'm lit. I need 10,000.
Just to come up there and look at us.
Just to come do a campus visit.
I mean, you know, do y'all feel that they wrong? Because I thought that this was what they were doing before. You know, that's what people was getting in trouble for. Remember with Cam Newton? His daddy was like, yeah, I need a John Deere tractor or something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And what they did to get this boy up there, hey man, drop Pops a John Deere tractor. Sure, well, LeBron mom. But she was the one that got the Hummer. That wasn't his Hummer, that was my Hummer. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like at least the students shouldn't be getting in trouble. If it's any trouble, y'all got to give that up to the boosters, man.
Because what young man about to say no to 10 stacks? And in theory, you ain't got nothing, you know what I mean? Like, you just an athlete. That's your first little chunk of change. Would you say no to that, bro? Be real.
I mean, I'm not turning down nothing but my collar. But
Come on now.
the thing is,
Come on now.
you know, the real issue is the establishment and how it was first brought about. They knew that they was making hundreds of millions and billions of dollars off of these young men and women who participate in D1 and D2 and NCAA regulated sports. It's a major moneymaker.
Right.
And when you're kind of taking advantage of people for so long, you know, it's like, well, how do we make it right? You kind of just doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're just kind of like, oh, well, here, just pay him this, you know, when if you had taken consideration into everybody in the beginning, then it wouldn't have looked like that. I think the NIL needs to work like, yo, I think you should pay a guy, young lady, young man, $250,000 at 18, 19, 20, 21.
I don't know if they get
That's
it
a
for
lot
a year.
that's a lot of money.
I don't think they get it for a year, but I think they do get something like a minimal of like 250,000 or something.
No,
like that.
I'm saying they got these NIL deals now where these guys are getting millions on top of millions of dollars.
Shador was a millionaire before he got to the league.
Bro, they staying in college. They're 26-year-old. You're a 26-year-old man playing a collegiate sport when you got guys that are 18 and 19.
Right.
My son was 17 when he started college. Imagine a 17-year-old out there lining up against a 26-year-old man.
Can they get up? Yeah, if they red shirt and all that, I feel you.
Come on, it's a lot. It's a lot of loopholes. Now, I'm in no way, shout out to all the athletes who, you know, getting their money because it's owed to you. But I'm just saying the system was broken so bad initially that now it's like the Wild West in the NIL.
Well, bro, the only ones I really give a straight up pass to would be the female college basketball players or any female athletes, because they was making more, like Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and them players. They was making more in college than they were in the NBA, because they just signed that deal now where it's like the $300,000 minimum. Before It's like 65 grand.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you could be a plumber and make a lot more money than that, whatever. And then like, I feel that that's your passion. I ain't trying to knock that, but I feel like it's your bag at that point, you know? Like for sure. So, I mean, that is what it is. I ain't gonna blame for getting that money. As far as the system, this NIL is so new, you can't really knock them for that. But knowing that these players are getting money, this gotta help me explain it, bro. We all heard about the Aiden Holloway situation, right?
Yeah.
We all tracking on it.
Yes,
I want to first start with your thoughts because that's our lower echelon moment of the day, man. We got a new sequence here, bro. We got to talk about. It's a little bit of tomfoolery going on with that, but we ain't here to make fun of you, young man. We here to try to teach you a little bit. I'm sure you got everybody in your ear, but you gonna get some words from some OGs like I gotta get every week, and I promise it'll help you go up, dog. Just watch this.
Aiden Holloway, man, young man, one of the star players up there at Alabama that he got caught. I guess he had an off-campus property. I ain't gonna say he owned it, but he had an off-campus spot. Got caught with a little bit over a pound of bud or weed, whatever y'all want to call it, and some money, and just like some drug paraphernalia, everything that comes with some weed. And he was actually making, they said, from $280,000 to $500,000 on this NIL deal, and being a star player, trying to be the bud man, trying to be too lit, like, yeah, you know, youngsters, we kind of got to think a little different, man. But I kind of wanted to present that to the fellas to kind of think, you know, like, what did y'all think about hearing that from a young man being a star player?
I'm gonna go before you because I know you about to eat that whole subject up, bro. I think because I'm 29 right now, I'll be 30 next year. I get it, bro. You that young, you trying to be lit. You know what I mean? You didn't need that money. That was straight for status. I get that you're going through stuff. Whatever your reasons were behind it, get them people away from you that even endorse that, bro. That let you keep doing that, and keep the ones that told you, like, bro, you are being stupid. Like, I know you more upset about it and sorry for it because you got caught at this moment because of your age. I get it, bro. It's not over. You just made the journey that much harder to try to get to where you want to go. This ain't to say you can't get there, like I just said, but why do you could walk to work, you know what I mean, and still make it. But why would I do that and make my journey harder? There's no reason for that, man. This might make you take a moment to look at your friends and those around you and really try to make some changes. And that's really all I had to say about it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, you got too much talent. You already had the money to not be doing that. You making enough to make sure some of your people's is cool, like the core people, like moms, this and that. You had no reason to do that. That don't even make sense. So,
wise man, gave you some game, man. Hopefully you can pocket that somewhere, man. Big homie.
I'm gonna just be real brief with my take on this. I share a lot of your sentiments, bro. But yours too, bro. But more so in the sense of, I'm looking at it like, look, you probably getting half a ticket, you know what I'm saying? $250,000, half a ticket to, you know what I'm saying, play ball, whatever.
Man.
That's great. That's great. Especially as being a young black man in America, you get into the money, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be looking over your shoulder. You ain't got nothing crazy going on. So we salute all of these brothers doing their thing. But we gotta be smarter, man. Look, you can't be riding with the gas, bro. You can't be the one. You can't do it. You personally can't do it.
Okay.
You can't do it. I'm not telling you what you can do. I'm just saying that's not wise. You in a different position. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said once, nobody else has to know what you have going on. You have to know what you got going on.
absolutely.
I jump in the car with somebody, and I know I might, bro, I need a ride. Come, you know what I'm saying? Woo, 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 come grab me. You pull up, you got bad tags, tail light out, suspended license, and I'm dirty. You feel me? I got some yams on me. I got the slammer on me. I'm dirty as, you feel me?
Right.
And I done jumped in the car with you.
Making unwise decisions.
Very unwise decisions.
Unwise decisions.
Listen,
Like what am I doing?
exactly.
Yeah.
That's your fault in that scenario.
What am I doing?
That's your fault.
What am I doing? Now we done messed around and got you feel me? Now we in a jam. I'm looking at him. No. You gotta look at yourself, bruh. So like I said, man, you can't. You know what you got at stake, my dude.
Absolutely. And hey, we ain't gonna expand on. Like I said, you done had enough coverage about that, bro. Like I said, just be smarter and make the smarter choices and reach out to those that tell you what you don't want to hear. Just like Big Bro and other Big Bro did as well. You know, there's some wise people, man. Like I said, I make a lot of jokes. He spent a lot of time on the bus, so you know he always thinking about this kind of stuff. But hey, he's one of the smartest folk I'm around, and we all thinking of upper echelon, man.
Shout out to all the public transportation individuals who work and serve the community, and the individuals who need these public transportation services. Shout out to all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Unlike this guy here.
Hey, well, since we still on the subject of a little bit of these schools, though, man, just before we jump away, you actually brought this up, too, bro. I don't even know how you heard about this. Your sources again. We'll go with that.
Yeah, my sources.
Man, Northern Kentucky tried to purchase some land, or an AI company tried to purchase some land in Northern Kentucky, from Northern Kentucky, and they said no. Now, what was the deal worth? I think you said it, too. What was the deal worth, though?
26 M's. So,
Millions?
make a long story short, this woman who is now the owner of this farm, she raises cattle. She was offered how many acres she got? 1,000, something like that. 1,200.
Yeah, there you go.
So she got 1,200 acres, and her mother have been tending to this land. This land has been passed down from generation to generation to generation. There is a very sentimental value between these people and their land. We respect that. And this anonymous AI company contacted them and said, "Say, we got a play for you." And she didn't, you know what I'm saying, she wasn't digging it. And it made the news, and people was like, you know, what they say, made you an offer that you can refuse, you know, as a reference to The Godfather. Shout out Marlon Brando. Yeah, so that's what happened. 26 million for 600 acres, and she turned it down because she said it's BS.
Didn't you say it was 10 times the rate of what an acre was going for around there?
Yeah.
10 times, man, they wanted it bad. That's for...
That's what I want to know. Like, so when I looked at it, when you had turned me on to it, I did a little research, and the lady, like she said, man, her cows, those were cows, and the cows were for feeding and for our food. And she was like, I'm not going to sell this because that means that our food is going to diminish. And the reporter asked her, it was like, well, what about the people that would say you're messing up jobs and companies that will be here to provide more jobs in the neighborhood? And she was like, y'all lie. You know what I'm saying? She was saying that the land was sacred to her, and if she sells that, like, you can't sell, like, everything's not for sale. That's what she was basically saying, man. And well, I appreciated her for saying that. They said that they ended up buying some land right next to the spot, and they said that the artificial intelligence company could have been Google or Facebook, somebody like that. So you never know what they got going on. What y'all think they got going on? They said data research.
Whatever it is going to make $260 billion. Because if they was going to pay her $26 million.
You got that right.
You understand what I'm
with
saying?
no hesitation, too. Started it off with that, though.
When they signed the NBA contracts, Stephy's going to make $200 million. You know how much money they're making off of Steph Curry around the world?
Right.
Billions just off of Steph. That's why he's getting $200 million. Like They
might have sent her an offer for the new Area 51.
Dude, it just go into it, bring up other stuff though, like it already ain't enough AI, like it's not causing enough problems. You think that interferes or interludes with the illusion of free will though, dog? That's what they trying to basically man, you brought up a great RoboCop reference too about a scene. Explain the scene because some people in the younger generation may not have seen those original RoboCops. I grew up on them, so I know what you're talking about. But
Man, Big Homie been cooking all day, man. I'm gonna let Big Homie go on and take it, man. He was.
So yeah, it's a little scene out the movie where Officer Murphy, Detective Murphy, yeah, they just basically put him back together, you know what I'm saying? Pause. If that's a pause, I would say so. But anyway, they got him back together or whatnot, and this is his first trial run with the new suit. And it's all mock, you know what I'm saying?
right,
And so they're like, it could be better. They go back to the drawing board, make some modifications. So they're observing his movements, you know what I'm saying, his whole run. And the doctor's like, the program that he has, he believes that he is in control, but it's the program.
Right.
So he said that's the illusion of free will. And so what I took from that was when your enemy has studied you and done their homework on you, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to know how you're going to react in certain situations.
right.
And they're going to be prepared for that. And so you think that you're being outspoken by going against the grain. You think you're being outspoken. But in actuality, that's what they want you to do because they got a place for you. So, just something to think about when they talk about free will. It's like, it's programming, man.
Definitely.
There's a quote from, what's my man?
Which one?
Rest in peace, Steve Jobs. He says, people don't know what they want until you show it to them.
Them is facts. Them is super duper facts.
So
It's crazy because they
think
only
about
put it.
free will in aspects of that. So
What's killing you is they only show the good parts of this AI. It's the subject around the world. I can see the things that it makes easier. Think of like when the Industrial Revolution came around. A lot of them jobs got took away, man. I mentioned this on a previous episode, a previous time we was talking. It's like, man, yes, we have to evolve. You know what I mean? Everybody's talking about the goodness of a car. And now it's like the planet's heating up now. Ice caps are melting.
due to the goodness of the car, right?
Ecosystem getting blown up. I'm like, you think, imagine as much as AI is involved in stuff, what are the ramifications of that, bro? Nobody's thinking of that 10, 15 years down, and everybody's, we'll just get an electric car, we'll save the planet. What about the people that got to mine the uranium, this and that they need for these? Like, it's just crazy. Like, I just think of it.
Waymos that are causing so much havoc in all these larger cities. Shout out to the large cities who have to deal with the Waymos and the homeless. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy out here right now, man.
That's what I'm saying. But hey, man, it gets you thinking. But another thing I want to keep thinking about, we already mentioned the war on the previous episode, so I'm not going to bring that up. I'm going to bring out a little sub story. Have y'all already heard about the power outages in Cuba? Has that ever crossed your radar at all? I mentioned it a little bit to y'all and didn't tell y'all much because I'm about to fill y'all and everybody else in. Y'all heard about it a little bit at all.
Just a little bit, man, but I know you got all the game on it, man, so enlighten us.
This isn't like a New York going out of power. This isn't like a LA. Whole country, massive power outages, bro. This is the third one. It just happened again today. Like, what's going on? Who is Cuba in cahoots with? Can any of y'all answer that question?
Tell me.
Russia, isn't it?
Russia and China.
Okay.
Both of them. What's Russia been occupied doing? We've been hearing about this for a year or two.
Warring with the Ukraine?
This is a strong sign they running out of money. A desperate animal is the most dangerous kind of animal. You think you got them cornered, you think it's over.
Right.
I would not be surprised if Russia pulls some dramatic move and change the tide on a couple of things because it's like Cuba will align with somebody else. That's a central point right by the U.S. for them to observe us. We weren't even allowed to go over to Cuba. Still not allowed to go over to Cuba right now. So imagine what they've been doing over there this whole time we can't observe. It's a drastic move coming. They're like, hey, we got secrets, info, this and that. If they can't take care of us and y'all say y'all will, what's about to happen right here? That's my reason why I wanted to bring something like that up, man. Especially with this war in Israel going on. We tied up too. We have more money than them though. And they like, U.S. already known for just throwing funds at whoever.
So are you saying like we have a kind of like an ally right now with Cuba, the United States? Because I thought Trump was talking about taking over Cuba too. Somebody had already predicted. I think Nicholas Irvin. Shout out to Nicholas Irvin, man. I believe he had said this a couple of months ago. I seen on a podcast that Cuba was next, and now you're sitting here telling me this right now today. Like, yeah.
Want to make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe because we get into the nitty gritty. We got a whole lot for y'all this episode, man. We got something, a couple of think pieces, you know what I mean?
For sure.
But, dude, after the Venezuela stuff, imagine how high your confidence would be after something like that. We just took over a struggling nation and we got nothing but financial gain to make from doing it. You think it's about to stop from there? And they're right there. What is Cuba, 70 miles? 50 miles?
90 minutes. It's a 90 minute boat ride.
Bro, that's too close for comfort to be in cahoots with somebody that we don't really rock with like that, and another nation that we're competing against at all times, bro. That's too close for comfort. You wouldn't like that. Come on, in any scenario. So, yeah, I'm going to say they're definitely next on the radar. Do we know when? Do we know how? But I don't think it'll be how the Venezuela stuff popped off. I think it'll be, hey, you want some constant income, right?
Yeah.
You got to feed your people. Your lights is off.
Yeah.
I can take care of that for you right now.
This is going to be one of those things where we thought America didn't have any allies, you know what I'm saying, anybody that was going to go to war with them against all these other spots. And now you see it like, hey, we got a common enemy. I don't know, I can't remember the phrase right now, but an enemy of my enemy is my friend or something like that. You
right.
know what I'm saying? I think that's what's going to end up happening. But a lot of this stuff, y'all better pray up, man, and make it right with y'all loved ones and things. And I mean, you know, it's good to hear about this stuff and know what's going on, but you better get your life together, man.
Could have said it no better myself. Like I said, it's just a little think piece. I ain't saying I know nothing more than the other average gentleman, but I'm paying attention to what's going on. Make sure you get your survival kits ready. That's really what. Put some water in your house, man. Get some ammo. Get some little food sources. Really be set up. And like you said, make peace with your higher power because we don't know what's coming. I ain't saying it's the end of the world, but a non-prepared man is always a sorry man. Or a non-prepared person, I'm sorry. So.
Indeed.
That's a good one.
And no, like you said, man, you need them MREs, man. You can get on Amazon and get MREs. Even if you're not in the military, man. Get you some walkie-talkies, man. Get you some fresh water, man. Put together a play, man. My family and I'm gonna say it the correct way. My family and we've talked about it. I ain't saying like we just got a super duper solid play, but we kind of got it down to where we know what houses we'd be at if something goes down. Power grid shutting off, things like that.
I think one of these episodes, you need to go into kind of like help the people, give them a little playbook on how to, you know what I'm saying,
I think
expound on that, bro, because that's we definitely need that.
For sure.
Definitely. We can definitely put it together.
Man, we'll definitely jump to that, but I've been waiting to drop this other one on y'all for a minute, man. I just thought it was about 30 minutes before we got over here and started shooting, man, but
This guy.
let me cover a couple of things here, man. This all has to do with the Department of Education. My wife deals with the Department of Education a little bit. I'm not going to say a role, nothing like that. But the student debt is now up to $1.7 trillion. There's a 25% default rate. Y'all understand what that means, right? That means 25% of those have those student loans. Boom, hey, I'm about done with it.
Yeah.
We all know who Vince McMahon is, right?
For sure.
Shane, Stephanie, all them, right? Hey, we all watch wrestling, big wrestling fan. Y'all know who Linda McMahon is?
No.
That's Vince McMahon's wife.
Okay.
She leading the Department of Education. Apparently is going to restructure all this, and figure it out for these students and get them out of this.
Wait.
Please, ask whatever question you need, because I still have them.
So, is she like Forgiving our student loan debt?
Ain't forgiving nothing. We gonna figure something out. Like,
Oh, that's what she said. Y'all gotta pay them.
she gonna figure. I don't know her exact plan yet. All I heard was it's about to get restructured.
Wait a second. What qualifications does she have to have any say so in this type of?
I think she's on the background vocals for Shawn Michaels' song. So that's a start, and that's one of the best wrestling songs out there. So we good.
You're right.
We good.
It does, yeah.
She was a background
She's good.
vocalist.
Nah, she was.
Hey,
I thought she was
shout out
missing a
to Shawn Michaels with the sweet chin music.
Absolutely, man. But my biggest thing I was really thinking of when I saw it is I'm like the turmoil in your family. Like her husband was accused of some very disgusting stuff. You know what I mean?
Ooh, Vince.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
a wild boy.
That boy is nasty.
He's
That
a
boy is
wild
nasty.
boy.
Just had to step down and step away. And I'm like, man, if you can't keep it together in your household, real hard to really think of, oh, you're gonna manage this properly too. I ain't doubting her. I'm gonna let the time tell me.
I'm doubting her. I'm going on the record and I'm saying I'm doubting her. You put somebody. Look, everything ain't for everybody, man. You gotta, you gotta know something to be doing something. Everybody is not qualified to do everything. Like just because you got a good idea on something, maybe, like that's not your position. Like that's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be the wife of this guy and just do that. Like what is wrong with you? Like why are you trying to get into? That's not even your background. That's not even your background, yo. Like
Trump
what are
hired
you
her
talking
too.
about?
Trump hired
I'm not
her.
about to go be
Trump
a hockey
hired-
coach.
Trump hired her.
Hey, Trump got a type. Is she Trump type? Because that's the thing. Trump got a type, and being Vince McMahon, I can see y'all brothers rolling the same way. All of y'all was on Epstein Island. All of you.
And he was. And he was.
And Vince
Who,
McMahon
Vince?
was?
Yes, sir.
I'm pretty sure London was there too.
He was on
That's how
Epstein
she-
Island.
Hey, Vince was on that
you
island.
already know.
Man,
Vince
I
was
gotta
on
check with my sources, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, shout out to my sources. I'm gonna make a couple phone calls and I'm gonna see what's going on. We definitely gonna get that list because I'm figuring it out for y'all. I got some people that know some people that know some people. I'm gonna figure this out.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And like he said, he was on the island. Hey, and that's been another episode of the Upper Echelon Podcast. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hey, and we'll be back with y'all next week.